This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. The tourism industry must be driven by initiative, innovation, and creativity. So says Tourism Director General Joy Jabrulu in her address to a recent sales and marketing seminar in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The meeting brought together the brightest minds who strategized on how best to achieve its goals in the new year. The tourism teams were based in offices in New York, Atlanta, Florida, Houston, and Toronto, Canada. Mistress Jabrulu at the time outlined the business plan and priorities for tourism in the islands of the Bahamas. Now, if you haven't done so already, you may want to think about doing it soon, and that's getting your new polycarbonate e-passport. The electronic passport, or e-passports as you know it, have undergone a significant change from the old e-passports or legacy passports launched in 2007. Chief Passport Officer Clarence Russell explains.
With a traditional passport, with the addition of a small integrated circuit or chip embedded in the back cover. Biometric identifier in the form of a digital image of the passport photograph, which will facilitate the use of the recognition technology at ports of entry. This unique chip, identification number, and a digital signature to protect and store the data.
And you don't have to wait long for the turnaround period either, according to Russell, who said this.
We encourage persons to come and take advantage of the opportunity. You don't have to wait until your passports expire. You can call the VIP office, the passport office. It's 323-8591, and you can make an appointment for you and your family. You can come down and be ushered in your 15 minutes that you have. It's a 20-minute process. Get yourself registered. If you're not paying the $200 fee, you get your passport in 1 to 2 weeks maximum.
The polycarbonate e-passport is consistent with International Civil Aviation Organizations, or ICAO, regulations and is embedded with a chip that stores data that's visually displayed in your passport. Now, 10 registered nurses will soon be better equipped to assist in managing wounds pre- and post-operations. This after completing a one-week course that up to this point has only taken place in the United States. Abunette Roll, the Public Hospitals Authority Director of Risk Quality and Patient Safety.
In today's economy and the way that healthcare is going, this is very, very important. What this course is doing is equipping the registered nurse, who is ultimately responsible for the physical assessment of patients and the identification of wounds, and also to assist in the management of wounds, to really get a knowledge of what the various types of wounds are, as well as the standard care related to wound management.
Conducting the course is Robin Lang, Corporate Accounts and Director for the Wound Care Education Institute.
The Wound Care Education Institute puts on a very comprehensive 4-day skin and wound management course that will lead you to the prestigious WCC Wound Care certification. We put on over 120 courses throughout the United States every year. So the Wound Care Education Institute teaches the current standards of care that will help keep the clinician legally defensible at bedside and produce the best possible outcomes for their patient.
This, of course, ends on Friday with students receiving their certification in wound care management. Stay with us. We have a look at sports and weather when we return.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.